Well, it's a Sunday afternoon about 4:20. The feeder goes off here at 4:30 real quick. I'm in the Redtop. I've got two feeders set up here. The one that I'm at is south of the house, which is kind of set up for a southeast wind, which is what we have today. So I'm sitting in a perfect setup. It's been a while since I've killed anything. I killed a doe in the end of November, so hopefully I'll be able to connect with a pig today. If I get something today, I'll back you out and I'll leave this till the second weekend in April when we're gonna get together down here in the Redtop and have a hog and a turkey hunt. It'll be our third one. We've had one the past 2 years. The first year was pretty successful, and last year was a dry run at it. Nothing really happened. But so we'll be back in April for that. But hopefully we'll have some pigs come in today, and I'll get a good shot on one of them. We'll get some good video footage of it, and I think the feeder's fixing to go off, so we'll see what happens. Well, I'm in the Redtop. I decided at about 3:45 at the last minute that I was going to come out here and sit on the stand, and I'm really lucky that I've got a place that I can go that's 10 minutes from my front door when most people got to drive, 2, 4, 6 hours to get to their little hideaway or deer camp, deer lease, whatever they have. But I can decide at the last minute that I want to go and hunt and just pack up and leave. And I got down here about 10 after 4 and hunted my feeder that's set up for a southeast wind, and it turned out to be a real good evening. The feeder went off at 4:30, and I had about 30 pigs come in about 300 yards away, but they never came to the feeder. They got some water and then they left from the tank and went into the neighbors, and had a group of deer come to the feeder, another group of deer out in the pasture. I got armadillos all around my stand over here, rooting in the leaves and in the sticks, and I heard some rooting on the backside of the feeder, and I said, well, maybe it's just another armadillo. But look up, and a big old boar hog came in, and sure enough, he walked straight to the feeder, and man, he ate every single kernel of corn up underneath the feeder. But there was a few kernels next to a feeder leg that he was going to have to walk around and give me a quarter away shot, and he did. I drew back on him. He wouldn't cooperate. I ended up putting down, and you can hear in the video, my bow needs to be oiled a little bit. It squeaks. But he gave me a second opportunity, and I drew back on him a second time, and I snuck that arrow right in behind his knuckle and put the hammer on him, and he ran about 50 or 60 yards and kind of stumbled around for a little while and sat down like a dog and rolled over, and that was it. They always say that when you see one fall, you don't have to worry about tracking him, so I don't have to worry about tracking this one because he's laying right over there behind some yopon bushes. But all in all, it turned out to be another real successful hunt here in the Redtop. I'm going to back out now for about a month. Won't be back until our annual turkey and hog hunt that myself and some of my college roommates get together for each year. Hopefully it'll be just as successful as I was this evening. So I'm going to walk over here and take a look at this big pig and go back and get the truck and load him up. As far as tuskers go, he's got the biggest set on him that I've ever killed, bow or rifle. So he's a pretty darn good trophy. I'm gonna go get the truck, bring it back, and load him up and get him into town.